Good morning. Who feels like The Walking Dead this morning? I do. Super tired today. Still trying to recover from Thanksgiving. Okay, let's get this party started. Check for sound. Good. Okay. There's a decent amount of lag today. Let's see who's here. Post my links and we'll get rolling. Is everybody still drugged up on turkey or turkey leftovers? I am. I'm still swollen from Thanksgiving. I was sick as a dog that evening, but it was worth it. Too much gluten. If you're here, go ahead and comment so that I know that you're here. Uh-oh. An error occurred. I might be having errors already this morning. There we go. Okay. If you're here, go ahead and comment. Just let me know you're here. I know I'm not talking to myself. So many people are up. There probably be a lot of people still busy with family, and a lot of people are traveling, that kind of thing. So, okay. All right. So, just to start, let's just go ahead and cover when our next meeting will be, which is on the 13th at 11 o'clock Eastern. Okay. So campaign 3, there isn't a whole lot really to talk about this time, which every time I say that, a lot of times we end up jibber-jabbering for a while, but that's okay. So campaign 3 looks like this. It has the new moisture therapy packaging on the front. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't have a real like Valentine's Day cover, but it does have these on the back. Let's see what the next one is. I'm not sure. For the rest of you, well, yeah, a lot of you will be on this one in January, so we should have had probably a Thanksgiving cover by now. Maybe the next one, but we'll see. And there's really only 2 things that I want to tell you about in here. while supplies last items. And let's see, the first one is page 93, the Velveteen Memory Foam Slippers. Like this. Or while supplies last. And then on page 147, the Ultimate Volume Hair Rollers. Are while supplies last. And that's it for this book. It's getting back to a little bit thicker. A lot less one-page or two-page ads for one individual item. It's still that way in the fragrance section, but the other sections aren't quite as bad like the last one. And then we have a little sales flyer. It looks like this. And on the back, it has the extra lasting eyeshadow pencils. The only thing in here really is the X series stuff for the men is while supplies last, the deodorant body sprays. But this stuff they've been phasing this out for a little while now, so that's not necessarily new. And do a quick refresh. I'm just going to show you the Mark book. It's the same one as we talked about last time, so it's still this one. Good for campaigns 2 and 3. See, we're zipping right through. Outlet book has the empowerment earbuds on the front. And it has on the back, they're doing an offer where you can get the Avon Glow 2-in-1 eye pencil for free with any $15 beauty purchase. And it looks like it's just in the color Tropical Orchid. It says, while supplies last, in case of unforeseen demand, product may vary. So if they run out, they might send them who knows what. Something else, but that's on the back. And I think it is sprinkled. Yeah, it's sprinkled throughout the inside as well. There's not really anything in here that I was surprised to see. The Avon Care Moisture Replenish Daily Hydrating Cream is in here. But that's something that kind of comes and goes anyway, so I'm not really surprised necessarily to see that. The Avon Elements Youth Restoring Line Filler is in here. So, I don't know. The Elements lines are starting to get picked off a little bit. You know, a lot of the clear skin stuff is in here, of course. Let's see, is there anything else in here that I wanted to mention? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. So that's basically it for the outlet catalog. And so we're already into the what's new. Not a whole lot to say this time. So the what's new, we're coming out with yet another mascara. I think we're overdoing it with the mascara launches. I don't know about you guys, but launching 2 or 3 new kinds of mascara every year, I think, is a little excessive. Anyway, it is called the Super Extend Winged Out Mascara. Feather-inspired brush. Looks like kind of like a plastic bristle brush. Intense lengthening formula. And is there anything else to say about that? don't really think so. So it looks like this. And can you guys see like how the brush is? It's kind of like, looks like the plastic bristle brushes with a decent amount of space in between the bristles, I guess, maybe, at least according to the picture. Which, aren't they, is it the Super Extend Mascara that they discontinued last catalog? It seems a little strange. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway. They're doing a advanced order opportunity on it. You guys know what I have to say about the advanced order opportunities. There's really no point in taking advantage of them until you've at least hit President's Club, because you need all of the award points you can get. And especially considering you're putting your money towards the advanced order in most cases, most people do not actually get the orders up front and get them paid for before they order the advanced order opportunity. Most people order that and hope that they can sell them. So considering you're putting your own money up front and you're not getting full awards credit for selling it, you're not getting full credit for selling it, there's really not that much of a benefit to the advanced order opportunities until you've hit at least President's Club. And then once you've hit President's Club, there's really only an opportunity or a benefit to doing it if the earnings is above 40% on it, or like 45 or 50, or if they are giving a lot of free things to go along with it that you could sell as well to make an additional income. So there's my spiel on that. But they are doing an advanced order opportunity. It's a no limit delayed billing situation. So you order in campaigns 3 or 4 and you get billed in campaign 5, pay in campaign 6. So there's 2 options. The first option is you get 5 mascaras. So there's going to be 2 in blackest black, 2 in black, and 1 in brown black. And then you also get 1 in blackest black for free. So you do get an additional 1 for free. Option 2 is you get 10. So you get 4 of blackest black, 4 of black, and 2 of brown black. Plus you get 2 more of the blackest black for free. Plus you get one of the True Color 8-in-1 eyeshadow palettes, the not so neutral version, for free as well. So the first option, your cost would be $17.97. So if you sell it at the campaign 5 price, then you would earn $17.97 on it. Supposedly the value is $40. Then on option 2, your cost would be $35.94. Your earnings would be $43.93, and the value is $80. So the value is based on full, like full price. But anyway, here's what the options look like. So okay. Let's see. They're still heavy pushing online selling. You guys know what I have to say about that. This is pretty cool. It's a beauty organizer, Avon Pro Beauty Organizer. Also, just to mention as a side note, they're gonna put out some cuticle nippers and fingernail clippers, which you'll see those as well. But it's a beauty organizer, and it's pretty cool because it has removable dividers on the inside. But then you'll see on the outside there are pockets on the sides, and then there are elastic bands that kind of crisscross so you can tuck things into the bands. So you can kind of customize the middle, and then you have all kinds of storage options around the outside. Around the outside, around the outside. So anyway, here's what that looks like. And it is in the black and pink, so it kind of goes with all of the other stuff. So if you're slowly building up your Avon table, if you do, you know, if you set up a table somewhere, then it will fit right in. You guys really tell, I don't know if you can tell, I guess you can kind of see how the elastics are, but it's kind of hard to see by camera. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. It's going to be $9.99 in the brochure. They're doing a special rep offer just on color, like makeup items. You can save 40% and stock up. It's based on the Campaign 5 prices. So it includes the Nailwear Pro Plus, the Glazewear Lip Gloss, the glossy tubes, the Ultra Color glossy tubes, the Ultra Color lipsticks, and the True Color eyeshadow quads. So it's a 40% stock up opportunity. And again, let me see if it says, yeah, it's your cost prices. So again, I would say it's not really worth it unless you've already hit President's Club. It is a no order unlimited quantities, and you order in Campaign 3 and Campaign 4, but you get billed in the campaign that you order, so it's not delayed billing. But anyway, so in my personal opinion, I say skip it because at this point, the award sales are more important. But you're gonna do what you're gonna do, right? Okay, you guys want to see jewelry? There's two and a half pages that are just jewelry, but I'll show you this one because I think this has the nicest piece. There is some new fine jewelry, but I'll save that for you guys for. I like to leave you a few surprises. There's a new pair of Curve sneakers that the top is like it's like a mesh upper, which I think is probably better than the plastic. I mean, plastic. Yeah, they're plastic. The plastic ones that the other ones are, but the bottom is still the same plasticky sole. But I think these mules are cute. I mean, these are very like 1998, right? But you know, the 90s are back. There's the tennis shoes. So the shoes are cute. I always like a nice mule is always nice. A nice mule is always nice. Let's see. There's a scarf pack that's kind of cute. Price is high. It's going to be $29.99. The intro price is $19.99. I still think that's high. So I'll show you that. But the scarves are cute, though. The prints are cute. Let's see. What else? Okay, so we talked about how they discontinued the Aroma and Therapy Skin So Soft. I don't know why they're doing that, because they brought out another scent. So if they're going to do that, it'd be smarter to build the line instead of continually starting the line over. But anyway, so they're doing it, well, first of all, it's stress relief. And it's eucalyptus, geranium, and citrus. So there's no smelly page. That sounds very kind of green and herbally smelling potentially, but with the citrus, that might sweeten it up a little bit. I don't really know. I'm just kind of guessing based on the description. There's going to be a body wash, a foam bath, and a moisturizer. And so the advanced order opportunity, again, it's a your cost situation, so I would say skip it because you need the awards points, but it's say 45%. It's a 6-piece pack, and it has 2 body washes, 2 foam baths, and 2 moisturizers. So it's basically 2 of each thing. You pay $16.46 and you earn $13.48. So it is delayed billing, so you can order in campaigns 3 and 4. You get billed in 5 and you pay in 6. So that's what that looks like. And there is a sampler pack. These are men's fragrances. 40 samples for $6.99. It's a $9 value. It has the Easy Spray samples, the Avon Exploration, and the Untouchable Strength. So there's like 5 of them. And then it has the Liquid Touch samples. It's got Wild Country, Black Suede, and Black Suede Essential. So those are the packs of 10. Okay, so there's what that looks like. If you need some samples, or if you're focused on men. And then there is another rep offer, which is, again, a your cost thing. So my advice would be to skip it until you have President's Club nailed. But it's save 40%. So I guess in the brochure, it's going to be buy one, get one free. It's going to be the offer in the brochure. So for us, it's just a save 40% thing. Excuse me. Whew, sorry, I had to yawn. I had no sleep. It's a no limit thing. So you order unlimited quantities in campaigns 3 and 4, and you're billed in that campaign, whatever campaign you ordered in. So it's not delayed billing. And let's see, mark stuff. What do I want to show you in the mark stuff? Let me pick. What's my favorite thing? I'm going to show you the ear cuff because I think it's the coolest. There's a necklace. You'll kind of see the necklace too, but I want to show you the cuff. Get down there. It's one that just hangs over the top of the ear and pinches down. Or I guess kind of the middle section, really. There is a rep offer with the mark stuff too. So it's basically like a look. They put together some items that could be a look. And so you can buy it at 45% off each item. So it includes the Touch and Glow, the Shimmer Cream Cube palette, the waterproof eyeliner that they've just come out with, the Lash Act mascara, and the All Butter Now lip treatment. And it is unlimited quantities in campaigns 3 and 4. And you're billed in those campaigns. Again, it's a your cost deal, so I would skip it. But let me show you the picture. You don't have to buy the whole. It doesn't come as a set. You buy each thing individually. But they're saying, hey, you can use this as a demo and show people how to create the look. Is what they're pushing for here. But the stock up is just you order whatever you want in whatever shades you want and however many you want. So, and then some of my favorite things, as always, is the home goods. You know, I really think we do really well with the home goods. They're some of the better quality products that we sell, I think, and I think they're some of the most on point things that we sell as far as style goes, so to speak. So there's going to be a new herb chopper, a stainless steel silicone tong set, a ceramic pasta bowl, a set of stainless steel prep bowls, and then a stainless steel utensil set. So let me give you a close up on that stuff. And last is kids stuff, more hooded towels and more slippers. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Sophia the First. And the slippers are those blinky buddies. They're the ones that, you know, kind of flash or light up. So that looks like this. All right, so that's it. Quick and easy one this time. I do want to talk to you just a little bit because we've got some time before the Ohio State-Michigan game starts. You know, so I want to talk a little bit about sales strategies, you know, the things that nobody teaches Avon reps. If you work for any kind of business that is a sales-based business, you know, lawn care, especially if it's like a service-related business, not necessarily retail as much. I mean, retail does follow the same premise, but it's just a little bit different. But anything where there's a service where customers have an opportunity to order something ahead of time before they pay for it, which is what is different than retail. You know, retail, they pay for it at the time that they request it. Well, because you have the option to either collect money up front or not, it makes our business different than retail and much more like service industries. And so a service industry would be something like, you know, lawn care, where you would order the lawn care, and you know, all of these companies let you pay up front, but you don't always have to pay up front. So it'd be something like that, or some type of contracted work would be another example of an industry that kind of that the process is similar to how direct sales functions. And in those businesses, the focus all of the time is on revenue. It's always on the functions that produce more revenue. It's not even, you know, it's not even as focused on the actual collecting of the money as it is on continually pushing for more revenue. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, that means that you need to prioritize functions in your work and how you manage your business that increases revenue. So if what you're doing at any given time does not increase your revenue, or will not increase your revenue, or is not focused on trying to increase your revenue, then you need to drop the priority of whatever that task is further back in importance. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, an example would be, everybody in the sales industry is going to tell you get the money up front, because the last thing that you want to do is spend any manpower or time or energy or resources in trying to collect the money after the job is done. Okay, so how many of you are running around trying to catch people who have ordered something and you didn't get a payment up front, and you've tried to catch them at home like 3 times and you can't find them and they don't answer their phone and blah, 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 and you still have to pay the bill no matter what? All of the energy that you're putting into chasing that person down is time and energy that you could have been on selling something else to somebody else, right? So all of us have customers that we don't require to pay up front. You know, for me, my family does not pay up front. My friends that I see on a regular basis, I usually give them the option. And a lot of them understand and pay up front because they just know that it's more helpful to everyone to just pay me. But I know that I'm going to see them again, and so I'm not worried that I'll be chasing them down. So those folks for me are the exception. Everybody else pays me up front, no matter what. You want it, you pay me for it. Okay? Because I'm not going to chase you down. And then that means that if your schedule is too busy for us to meet up to get your stuff, well, I don't care because it's paid for. So if you never come and get it, or if you never have time to meet with me, then, you know, then you just paid for something that you'll never get, right? But that's not my problem. That's your problem. You'll find that most people, when they have paid for something, will go out of their way to then get their hands on it. And so it makes it much easier to schedule times to meet, or you will find that most of them will come to you and get it. It's just so much easier. So I want to encourage everybody to change your mindset. Stop feeling like you're not doing something wrong by asking for people to pay up front. When you go to the grocery store, you know, you don't set all of your stuff up on that conveyor belt and they ring it through, and then they say, well, would you like us to stop by your house in about 3 weeks to get the payment for that? No, if you want to take it out, you pay for it, right? You want those groceries, you pay for it. If you feel in some way uncomfortable asking for payment up front, that is your own crazy mind game that you're playing with yourself. Everybody who orders something expects to pay for it. And it isn't until you act like you're doing something wrong by asking them to pay for it that they start to think that they can maybe, you know, that maybe they shouldn't be paying for it yet. Okay, so I mean, everybody's going to do what they want, but I want to encourage you to take your payments up front, because then all of your energy from there on is about continually focusing on revenue. Okay, so that's the first thing. So, well, what's next? Okay, so we place our orders and we get these boxes full of stuff. So what is the first thing that you do when you get your boxes? For a lot of people, the first thing that they do is they start trying to hunt people down because they didn't collect payment up front. Right? So all of their time and energy is chasing money that they should have already had. They're trying to bag things up, and they're trying to find those people, and they're trying to hunt them down. So here's what I want to say to you. In order to make your business more profitable, it would be much better spent if, when you got your boxes, instead of bagging stuff up first thing and starting to hunt people down, it would be time much better spent if you got your catalogs out, filled out the backs, and went out and handed out your catalogs to however many people as far as catalogs you order. because that's working to get more revenue. Okay? Because your orders are already paid for, right? Because you took money up front. So you can come home later and work on bagging that up and then contacting people and letting them know, you know, that their stuff is in and that they can come and get it. But first, you should be out getting rid of catalogs and handing those to people and introducing yourself to people and bringing in new revenue. Okay, so here's where the whole book tossing thing comes into play. And this is why I technically disagree with book tossing. Because people, the whole point, or the reason that people end up book tossing is because they have a ton of books left over, and rather than waste them and throw them away, yes, it's a good way to use those books that are left over. But my challenge to you is, why do you have books left over? What in the world did you buy books for that you're not going to use, that you didn't get good use out of them? The very first thing you should do is get rid of your books. So here's what I would suggest. Get your books, however many you ordered, fill them all out. If you know that you have, like if you have a helper, well, make sure you set one aside to give to your helper so that they can sell from it. Keep one for yourself. If you have some customers that you know that you're not going to see them when you deliver their books or when they get your books, you know, give them one, stick one in their bag or what have you. But immediately go out and start, you know, walking up to people or hitting up your bank or wherever that you go and hand out books to new customers and get rid of them. You should not have books left over. There should be no books left over for the purpose of book tossing later, because you're going to get much higher conversion rates with a face-to-face introduction of yourself, giving books to people that you interact with, than you are throwing. Now, I'm not saying that you don't get customers from tossing, because you can, you know, you will, but the conversion rate is like, you know, 1 out of how many 100 books tossed. Okay, so the whole point that I'm saying here is, think about how you're managing your business. Are you really doing things that are going to produce more revenue for yourself? Or are you wasting time with stuff that should have a much lower priority level, and because it has a much lower conversion rate as far as revenue? And a lot of people will try to challenge that, but here's what I'm going to tell you. I sell President's Club level, and I do it with 10 books. I've never ordered more than 10 books. I think maybe one time ever, and I probably ordered 20 books. And I sell for about 3 weeks. I sell for about 3 hours out of a month, really. I mean, I'll post a link to something here or there, and I'll answer questions. Somebody will, you know, contact me or text me or something with a question about a product. And I take advantage of, you know, like if I'm at the bank, I will give my bank teller a catalog and that sort of thing. But I spend about an hour and a half meeting with all my customers all at the same time. Every campaign, I average, because I sell such, you know, my sales, you know, they say the average order is 20 bucks. You know, my average order is much higher than that, because I actually sell to the people that are in front of me and I upsell them. And so I average about 4 customers per campaign, and I make President's Club doing it. And so, you know, if you say, okay, I work 3 hours a month on that, well, how much would I do if I then work 6? What if I duplicated what I'm already doing? And then what if I duplicated that again? You know, that's how you're going to get to the $220,000 if you want, if you really want to put that time into it. Okay, so people will debate with you like, oh no, well, book tossing. I mean, I get, you know, I've gotten this many customers in the last 5 years from book tossing. And I'm saying, hey, that's great. You can book toss. But you know how many customers I got from, you know, a face-to-face catalog, and you know how little time I spend? How many hours do you spend just driving around throwing catalogs? How many hours did you sit stuffing those books into those bags and folding them right so the water doesn't get in and so the book doesn't fly out of the bag and blah, 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 blah. And how much gas money did you spend and da, 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 da. And you're still trying to get to President's Club? Every year it's just like you're rushing at the last minute to hit your level that you're trying to hit. You know, I'm doing it sweat-free, kids. 10 books a month. I mean, 10 books a campaign. And President's Club level, selling about 3 hours a month. So, everybody does it different. Everybody has different goals, and that's all well and good. But what I'm saying to you, the point that I'm trying to make is evaluate how you are managing the business and make decisions. Are you really spending your time on the things that are really making you money or that are really converting sales? Or are you spending your time, chasing people down for a $10 order or a $20 order? I don't chase anybody down. I have lunch and they come to me and get it. I'm not chasing them down. Okay, so that's it. Just think about is the way that you manage your business, is the order that you handle your processes focused on producing revenue, or is it, basically sucking away your profits because of how you're handling it? And are you spending too much time trying to close the deal you already made instead of trying to make new deals? Because the money's in the new deals. The money's not in the closing the deals that you've already done. Okay? All right. Basic sales technique, basic sales strategy, basic sales business plan, basic, sales focus is what that is. So any kind of business that you go into, the focus is always on new revenue. It's never on old revenue, ever. It's always on the potential for new. Okay, so put your energy on the potential for new. And don't waste your catalogs. Get your catalogs out before the campaign even starts. Only save the few that you know you need to have on hand. But get rid of them. Get rid of those before the campaign even starts. Because people, if you hand them to your teller, that she's not going to look at it for about 2 or 3 days. She'll stuff it in her purse and she'll forget it's in there. And by the time she remembers to really look at it, the campaign will have started. Or, it's not really going to matter whether she contacts you before it starts. Either way, you've got the sale, right? Okay, doesn't do any good, though, to get the sale after the catalog's expired. Okay. All right, well, 15 minutes till the game, so I'm going to head out. But if anybody has any questions about any of that or kind of the concepts and want, I don't know, more info in detail or want to kind of go over with me, like, here's how I'm doing this. Is there a better way that I could organize myself so that I'm focused on revenue and not focused on old news? Then send me a message and I will gladly talk about that with you or help you kind of think through it and, see are you really focused on, the places in your business that could really bring you in extra money with less amount of effort. Do you want to work 3 hours a month like me? Or do you want to work the same amount of time you're working now, but like double or triple your sales? Sounds good, right? Okay, I'll see you guys next time, 2 weeks. Bye.